Hey, what's up guys? It's been a while since I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and today it is a tutorial video on how to make a hostile mob farm that will work both during the day and more efficient during the night. And this is my own I thought about this, and this design is the one that I am going with. I have not actually built it fully yet. I've never built it in full, so this will be the first time I've built it in full. I'm kind of hoping it works. If it doesn't, oh well. But the objective here is to build a mob farm that is efficient during the day, which most underground ones are efficient during the day, and efficient during the night. Because during the night, the mobs have trouble spawning on the outside, on the inside underground platforms, like the ones that are deep under the ground where it's all dark. They don't spawn there as often because they're all spawning outside where it is dark. So I'm hoping to make sure that this captures those mobs, some of those mobs, and feeds them through the system. So we are going to have the platforms as number one. We are going to have number two as the spider and spider separator, because you have the tall mobs, the ones that are like skeletons, creepers, and zombies, and then you also have the spiders, obviously, and those are a different size and shape. So we want to separate those out because we have to kill those mobs differently. So I am going to start here with the mob platforms. And what is going to happen? What I find that the best size for the mob platforms is a 12 by 12 square. So let's count out 12 blocks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now that's one side. So we gotta do 12 for the rest of the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. And extra block. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have a 12 by 12 square. And these are going to be, this is going to be the size of the mob platforms, the hostile mob spawning platforms that are going to be outside and inside. Now, as you know, if you're watching this video, you might, if you don't have any understanding of the way mob systems work, is they use water channels to move the selected mobs, the wanted mobs, into the necessary area that the player wants. We use water channels. Now, if I'm just giving an explanation for all of those of you out there who already know that. And I am going to build these water channels 3 wide. They're going to be 3 blocks wide in between each platform. So I chose 3 blocks wide because when it comes to hostile mobs, if you want to just capture the tall mobs, which are the creepers, skeletons, and the zombies, you can just do a 2 wide channel and you'll be fine. However, if you want to also get spiders, the problem you will come across with a 2 block wide channel, and I mean that by, if your channel is like this and only 2 blocks wide in between each platform, if you are trying to capture spiders, the problem you will have with that is that spiders will not get captured, if at all. If at all, they won't. Well, you know what I mean. It's going to be very hard for them to get captured, if they get captured at all, because spiders, their floor layout, like the way they sit on the ground, is a 2 by 2 square. So a spider could fit in this hole, but could not fit in any hole that is any smaller than that. Okay, such as that, or that, or that. But the other tall mobs, their ground layout is this. Well, let me pull out some wool to explain this a little better. We'll choose some black wool for the spiders, and I'll choose the green wool to represent a creeper. So if we have a spider has the layout, as I was saying, of 2 by 2, and they are 1 block high. So a spider resembles this. Meanwhile, all the tall mobs resemble this. The same kind of layout as the character Steve. They take up 1 square on the ground, and they're 2 blocks high. So we need to separate these two guys, these two creatures, because, you know, they're killed differently. Well, you can kill them in the same channel, but you know, it can be less efficient. So I'm going to do a spider separator, which is why I'm going to be doing the spider separator, and also why you need to have a 3-block wide channel. So what I'm going to have, oh, these channels are also going to be 2 deep. I forgot to mention that. It's going to be 2 deep, 2 blocks deep. So I'm going to have 4 of these platforms in a square shape. So kind of like, you're going to have 1 platform, 1 platform, 1 platform, and 1 platform. They're going to be like this. I'm going to have 4 of them. 1 set outside, 1 set inside. So one set outside and 1 set inside, if that makes sense. Okay, so we have the platforms here dug out. And as you see, there's, like I stated earlier, there are 4 platforms that go in a 2x2 shape, and they have a 3-block wide and 2-block depth of a water channel in between them all. I have dug out the ones that are outside, and the ones that are outside have this center hole, and then I also have dug out the ones that are inside, directly underneath, like it directly matches up with the ones up top. So there's that too. I dug out all of these, and now we are going to move on to building the water channels in these platforms. If you have a 12x12 platform, you can build the water channels in the way that I'm going to explain. If you chose smaller or larger platforms, you're going to have to fiddle with it a bit, but you can still use the same general technique and method. So materials that you are going to need are either stairs of some sort or half slabs, wherever they are. Stairs or half slabs, doesn't matter what. You are going to need signs, and you are going to need water. Plenty of water. Now, when you are doing this if you're doing this in a survival kind of mode, the best way to get water is to take 2 buckets of water, dig out a 2x2x1 area for your water, and place 1 block of water in either corner, and it will create this still pool of water. And this creates an infinite water source, which then you can use to take, well, infinite water from, so you don't have to keep traveling back and forth to water. You know, useful. It's especially useful when you're building the water channels down underground. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a corner. Just any corner. We're going to do the same thing in all of the corners that are outside. Don't start underneath yet, because those water channels are slightly different. Okay, we are going to, from the edge of the spawning platform, we are going to count 3 blocks in. And on that 3rd block, we're going to dig the channel down 1, and then over 3. And then on the end of the channel, if you can understand what I'm saying, I can't really explain it, but you know, on the end of the channel, so not where you started digging, but where you finished digging, you're going to either place your stairs like this, or you're going to place your stone slabs. I prefer to use slabs. You can use stairs if you want. And then you're going to take your signs, and on the center row, level with the rest of the channel, you're going to place 1 sign on either wall, like such. Then you're going to pick one of the signs and place another sign directly on top of one of the wall signs, and you'll see it floating in midair like this. And we're going to do that with all of the sides, such as with all of the corner blocks. So we're going to go 3 blocks in, dig down 1, and then over 3. I dug over 4 on that side. Then you are going to place your stone slabs or stairs, and then your signs. If you place it directly on top of one of the other signs, it'll float in midair. So you're going to do that on all of the corners. You know, you're going to go to each corner and do this, just this. Okay, so when you have done that, you will have something that looks like this in all of your corners, right? And say correct, because that's what you're supposed to have. It was a question to you. Now, the object of what we have just done, is to extend the range of the water without having the water flow backwards on itself. Because if you have the water flow backwards, you will not be able to funnel your mobs to a central point. Let's make it daytime. Funnel your mobs to a central point. Because water has a certain range. Water flows a total of 8 blocks, and obviously you can see that we have more than 8 blocks from here to the center. So we need to use these whenever the water finishes its, path. So after we have done the corners, we are going to move. We're going to go from the end of the channel, from the end of the extender, so from this, whatever it is, we're going to go 1 block in front of that, count 3 blocks over, so 1, 2, no, not 3 blocks, 4 blocks, my apologies, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 4th block, we're going to do the same thing again, and dig down 1, and over 3, place the half slabs, or stairs, depending on what you want, your philosophical beliefs, your preferences, your whatever else would cause you to choose slabs over stairs and stairs over slabs, your preference, and you're going to do this in front of all of your corner, all of these. So we're going to come over here, count 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, dig down 1, dig over 3, place the stone slabs or stairs, and then the signs, one on top of the other, and you are going to continue this with all of your with all of the corners. So again, that's 4 blocks, dig down 1 and over 3, place the slabs, place the signs, and we're going to continue that with all of them. Okay, now that we have the second set of channels complete on all of our side channels, it should look something like this, all flowing into the center point. We are move on to the center channels. And the center channels, we are only going to do one of these one of these water extenders, one dig down, I guess. And it's going to be similar to, I think, okay, I'm just trying to remember. I believe we are going to count in 3 blocks and then dig down 1, and then over 3, like all of the others, and we are going to then place the signs. And if you have 12 by 12 platforms, and if I didn't mess up here, this was from a previous mess up, I think. 2 blocks in, 1 down, no, 3 blocks in, sorry, and then dig down 1. If I didn't mess up here, what should happen is the water should end at the very edge of the cliff over there. If I have done this correctly, and if you have done this correctly, the water will end at the end of the cliff if you have, well, 12 by 12 water channels. You're going to have, if you do it in this way, if you have different sized spawning platforms, you will come up with a different result. Now, if I just test this real quick to make sure, it does indeed, because water flows 8 blocks and this source block is on the end. So that kind of shows you what I'm going to be doing next, where you place the source block. So on to placing the water. We're going to first start we're going to start from the corners like we did with the channels. And we're going to place 1 block of water on either side of this block here. I have personally placed this block here. If you just make a perfect square, you'll end up with, you won't have this corner block here. It'll just be open. I personally placed this block here to enable me in the water placing process. So if you haven't done that, go ahead and do that. And once you do, you're going to place 1 water source block on either side of it, and it will flow down into the water extender like such, but it's not covering the rest of this. So we just have to fix that by placing blocks to redirect the water flow. I do it on one side, it'll happen on the other, or if you place the water blocks one by one, you'll have to do it on both sides. So it's just a matter of placing stationary blocks to redirect the water flow, and it usually works if you place one there and then one directly on an angle from it. You'll redirect the water flow properly. So you will follow the same process on every single one of these corners. Yes, it gets very tedious, but, you know, the reward, you know, you reap the fruits of your labor, I guess. Yeah, you'll be reaping the fruits of your labor. Excuse me, I've had a cough lately. And you may ask why I have all these torches around here even though it's not nighttime. I am in a snowy biome and my water continually freezes on me. So the way to avoid that is to, you know, placing a torch directly next to the source block. Oh wow, that torches don't even need to be there. They need to be over where the source blocks will be. Excuse me. I do apologize. Now that we have the corners taken care of, we'll move on to the water extender. Now the signs there take up a block, so water cannot move into the same space as a sign. I can prove this to you. Let me just grab some glass over here. If I were to make a tube of sorts, I don't want that there, place a sign there, and then place more tube on top, and then place this water block on top of it, the water does not fall into where the sign is. See? Signs take up a block and prevent water from passing through it. So we use this to our advantage. And with the first set of extenders, you're going to place one source block on top of every single slab or stair. And this is with the first extender that the water flow from the corners, I guess, flows into. Yes, flows into. That is the word. I almost missed that one. And wait. Oh gosh. More water. As you can see, if you do not have an infinite source of water nearby, you are going to be running back and forth between your water source, and it will make things a lot more difficult. So we have done those bit of channels, so now we can see the water starting to come around to the center. Now onto the ones that are just before the corner. For that, we are just going to place one source block on top of the stone slab that is furthest away from the center. On every single one of these. Now you will see obviously that the water does not flow all the way. So we're going to use the same kind of technique by trying to redirect the water flow with blocks. As you can see, I have succeeded. And we are going to do this on every single one. Don't do that though. That is bad. Do this on all of the other sections of water channels. Sorry again. Man, my throat's really been bothering me. Okay, so we have one more to go. One more to go. We are right here. Place the block. And this is missing a torch. So I better place the torch, otherwise let me check for torches elsewhere. If I don't place the torch, it'll really pain me. So the water is now coming around to the center, and now all we have to do is place a water block on all of the rest of that is redundant, on the rest of the stone slabs, and the water will flow towards the center of the farm and end right at the hole. And the reason I have this hole here is the mobs that it's getting nighttime, daytime. The mobs that are being funneled will get pushed into this hole. They will drop down to the underneath realm of the spawning platforms where the mobs will spawn during the day, and they're all going to be funneled into the same spider separator along this wall here. So, this is the outside. On the outside, it funnels towards the center. On the inside, as you can see, the ice that I neglected that is irritating me is pooling up, because I forgot to place torches in these particular places. But ice will only form on a source block and then stop the water flow. And I am being really irritated by that it was irritating. Okay, I'm being really irritated by the ice where I've neglected to place torches. I've tried to place all the torches, but apparently I have forgotten to do so. Okay, we have all of this complete. We go to the downstairs realm of humanity. Now, with the downstairs, you will not be funneling your mobs to the center platform. You will be funneling them to one of the side walls. And basically the center of the side wall that lines up with the center channel. I have chosen this wall. It does not matter which wall you choose. Just pick one and it'll all work the same. Not like I can specify which wall to choose because, you know, it's a square. Anyway, onward. We are going to do the same thing as we did for the corners upstairs on the opposite corners of, if I say this right, on the opposite corners, if you go from the opposite side of the room, you find the place where you want to funnel to, turn around, go to the opposite side of the room, and choose and go to these two corners on the opposite side of the room, and you're going to do the same thing as we did upstairs, you know, go 3 blocks in, dig 1 block down. Don't destroy the walls, though. Place your slabs or stairs. Can't forget the stairs. And dig 2 blocks down. Not 2 blocks down, 1 block down. Place the stairs and signs and slabs. Slabs or stairs. Yay for slabs and stairs. Honestly, they're very useful. Haha, you never thought you'd be used for this, did you? Okay, we are going to continue with this. Alright. Now, I'm going to tell you here that we are treating this wall like any other, how do I say this? We're going to treat this wall as it were funneling to the center. Up to the point. Yeah, we're going to treat this wall as it were funneling toward the center. And then when we get to this part, this junction here on either side, we're going to have to change things up a bit. Okay, now that we have treated this wall as if it were funneling to the center, we get to this junction, and I had forgotten a little bit about how I did this. So, what happens is, we're going to do same thing like we did upstairs. We're going to go 3 blocks in, and then dig down 1, and then make a water extender. And then on the same way, the water is going to continue flowing this direction, as well as this direction. So we are going to dig 3 blocks in, down 1, and then make the water extender. I did it on this side. If you want to look at it real quick, I'll pause. Okay, look at this one real quick. Pause, if you can see that one. There we go, pause. Alright, now we're going to go to the other side, do the exact same thing. I will even do it over here. So, 3 blocks in, 3rd block, down 1, dig over 3, place the slabs. I'm just going to keep saying slabs from now on because I like slabs better than stairs. Not like it matters. But, then we're going to go 3 blocks in, down 1, over 3, placing the slabs. I lied, / stairs. And then same thing over here as if it were funneling to the center. 3 blocks in, down 1, place the slab / stairs, and we will continue on from here. Now, with this, if we placed water on top of any of these, it would just flow directly to the center, and it would stop before it got to this square. So what we're going to have to do is at some point, we're going to mimic what we did in these channels, except we're going to mimic what we did in these channels. a little bit. On the center channel from the back wall, we are going to move, count 4 blocks, dig down 1, and then over 3. Wait. I think I lied here. No, I lied. I think we're just going to do the same thing on all of them. We're going to go 3 blocks over, dig down 1, and then over 3. And if I make a mistake, I will come back to this, and we will repair it. That is the lovely thing about Minecraft, we can repair it. So 3 blocks over, so there should be 2 blocks in between each water extender. And then we place the signs, which are so beautiful and useful. I found so many uses for them. Mainly I use them as they help me, bring my mobs up to the surface. You need signs to bring your mobs up to the surface. And then we are going to, I'm going to say go 2 blocks in, dig down 1, and then over 3. And then make it again, and make the extender. As you can see, if you do this in a survival kind of situation, you need all the signs. We're going to dig 4 blocks over, dig down 1, over 3, make another extender. Then, as for the side channels, we have this going here. It's already going this direction. We're going to do the same thing, 4 blocks over, down 1. So you have 3 blocks in between. And then make the extender. And you do this on both sides. Now, my memory is failing on me right now. And I can't quite remember, what was done to these channels well, I know what I did, I just don't remember the exact counts that I did of blocks. So we are going to figure it out together. And to figure that out, we are going to place the water, not in all of the channels obviously, just on the end channels here that we need to work with. Take water. Oh, there was a torch there. Place 1 block, 2 blocks. Okay. I think I know what I did. A little bit. I placed 2 blocks of water on the 2 blocks furthest away from the platform. And then I dug down, same thing, 2 blocks from the wall. So 3 blocks in and then down 1 is what I did. Okay. We can eliminate these water sources. And replace the signs. Sometimes you have to problem solve, you know. Even when you have been making something for a long time, you forget, and then, or you make it the way you were supposed to, and some Minecraft physics has changed. You can't do what you were, like it doesn't work properly because it functioned off something that is no longer there. So then we're going to dig 1 block over. No, we're 3 blocks over, and then 1 block down. So 2 separation in between these front channels. Place the signs. Give it a 2 block separation. I should have been saying that the whole time. You count the separation. I wasn't counting just the separation. Oh well. Okay, so the channels are complete, and now we're going to go place the water. We're going to start in the back corner, like we did up top. Place the 2 blocks. Do a little fiddling with the... Whoops, I canceled the water. Do a little fiddling with the water to make it go the places we want. Fiddle, 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 fiddle. Breaking torches. We're going to treat this like we did upstairs. Obviously, it's going to function the same because it's flowing towards the center. So 1 block, 1 block. Fiddle with the water. Then over here, 3 blocks of water, and I'll explain that after I do over here. With this one, we're going to do it a little different though. Instead of just placing 1 block, we're going to place 2 on the 2 slabs or stairs that are furthest away from the platform. And you're going to end up with something that looks like this. And then you're just going to fiddle with the water like we did previously. Oh, that didn't fiddle with it enough. There we go. Just got to fiddle with the water. And we're going to do that on both sides. Okay. Place a block of water on top of each one of these slabs. Here, there's not enough light in here. Maybe it's nighttime outside, and that's a problem. There we go. More light. And God said, "Let there be light." Okay. All of the water. Now we get to this junction, and this is where it gets a little tricky. On the center channel that runs directly into the hole that we're aiming for, I believe we place 3 buckets of water, 1 on each slab, and it'll run directly across. And it'll stop there. If it doesn't stop there, if we can't get it to go in, then we've got a problem. And then we're going to place 1 water block on the, I guess, the slab furthest away from the direction. You'll get the idea. No, it didn't go in. No stagnant water yet. Place another block on the slab that is another water source on the slab that is 1 block closer. Okay, that made it drop in. Okay, that worked. Then you have to check for stagnant water. Obviously we don't have stagnant water. We have a clean junction here. It's all moving. You gotta check for that and fiddle with it if it doesn't work. Then you got your 3 blocks of water here. Your 3 blocks of water over here. And your 3 blocks of water all the way over here. Then we are going to do what we did before. Place 1 block of water. Place 2 blocks of water. And obviously it's not flowing like it did before because it's flowing to this nearest lowest point. So that didn't work. Nope. We need to get it to flow that way. Oh god, I fiddled with it badly. Oh no, I didn't. Actually, I did. Bad me. Okay, so we gotta go like this. And then we gotta go like this. Problem. Or maybe it's just that. No, it's not just that. Actually, it is just that. I lied. We're gonna go 1 block in. 1 block in. Scratch what I was saying earlier. I'm gonna dig back 1 block. Because obviously that's not working. I forgot that the thing is, the water channels function a little differently if you place the water and then build the channel. The next extender. But we've been building the extenders and then placing the water. So if we just place this block of water here and then here, we'll be fine. Obviously you can see that it's a clean junction now. There's no water running directly into the wall. So now they will be able to be pushed further along. So we gotta go fix this one over here. Bad, bad, bad. Good, good, good. Bad, bad, bad. Good, good, good. Bad, bad, bad. Good. 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 Okay. Next water block. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Fiddle. Place, place. Now we come to the next confusing junction after we placed the 3 blocks across here. Pardon me. And here. Come to the next junction. And we are going to place 3 blocks of water across the top of this one. Then we're going to place 1 block of water on that one. Then we're going to place 1 block of water on this one. And we have a clean junction. Clean junction means that there's no water that will push a mob, that will trap a mob. Like we had back here, the water was flowing straight into the wall, so if a mob got here, he would be stuck in the wall. He wouldn't be pushed sideways like I am being pushed. Or if there's no stagnant water. So we have a clean junction. Forgot to mention, this is going to be 2 parts, because obviously this is a long video for me. Very long video. So this was part 1, water currents. Stay tuned for part 2 of the rest of it, you know.